We've just heard a response from Scott Morrison, the Prime Minister, on this recovery fund. The bushfire agency will get $2 billion over the next 2 years. The money is going to start to flow immediately.
Today we agreed that we would support the National Bushfire Recovery Agency by establishing a National Bushfire Recovery Fund, which will be administered by that agency, led by Mr Colvin. The Commonwealth is committing an initial $2 billion over the next 2 calendar years, starting right now, to support all of the efforts of recovery right across the country.
Scott Morrison was clear to stress that his priority right now is on the recovery effort. Of course, this remains an ongoing crisis. He said more money is available, depending on if this situation gets worse. In his words, whatever it takes.
The $2 billion commitment is an additional commitment. It is an additional cost. It is an initial commitment, and if further funds are required, further funds will be provided. What we are focusing on here is the human cost and the rebuilding cost for people's lives. We are not focused on the financial cost. We are focused on the human cost and ensuring that we can do everything we can as quickly as we can to support that recovery effort. Today's Cabinet was one of great resolve. It was one where we stood together and said, whatever it takes, whatever it costs, we will ensure the resilience and future of this country. And we'll do it by investing in the work that needs to be done, and we will do it by investing in the greatest asset this country has ever had, and it's its people, Australians.
What does whatever it takes mean? Well, it means the surplus is no longer the focus for the Morrison government. This was a core part of its re-election strategy. It has been something it has shouted from the rooftops, but not the focus right now.
The surplus is of no focus for me. What matters to me is the human cost and meeting whatever costs we need to meet. But I can tell you this, being in the position of strength that we are now enables us to give what is one of the most significant, if not most significant, response to a crisis of this kind that the country has seen.